This young bully swore she would kill Dakota in the ring, but what she didn't realize was that she didn't stand a chance against Dakota.
Rear leg there. Well, as you said, the pattern would be Ditcheva applying some early pressure to Emma Bragg, and it's all about how she can deal with that. Driving those straight knees up the middle. Goodness me, some of those reaching ahead.
And she's already shut the distance down again already.
Oh, and Emma Bragg is really not comfortable in there at all. She's turned away and she's in real pain, actually.
This is Boxing Planet, and in this video, we will be talking about one of the early Muay Thai fights of Dakota Ditcheva, back when she wasn't famous, and her name had not yet echoed around the world. This important fight took place on May 14th, 2016, at the USN Arena in Bolton, England, where a young Dakota stepped into the ring to face Emma Bragg. It was a moment that helped shape her future. With raw determination, sharp technique, and a hunger to prove herself, Dakota used this fight as a stepping stone toward the powerful fighter she would later become. This was a time when very few people knew her name, but fights like this are the reason the world knows it today. Round 1. The opening bell rang, and both fighters moved forward immediately. Dakota Ditcheva took the center of the ring with her hands high and began to control the distance. Emma Bragg tried to circle out and test Dakota with early kicks and light punches, but Dakota quickly found her timing and answered back with sharp jabs and well-placed low kicks.
Ditcheva straight on the counter. Emma Bragg pulling her into the clinch, trying to stick those knees in.
Good turn by Dakota.
Kick to the top of the thigh from Ditcheva. And the hands in behind it, where Emma Bragg's done well to catch that rear leg there. Well, as you said, the pattern would be Ditcheva applying some early pressure to Emma Bragg, and it's all about how she can deal with that. Driving those straight knees up the middle. Goodness me, some of those reaching ahead.
I think
she's in real trouble here, Emma Bragg.
Emma would be better off grabbing around the waist and locking her in so she can't use those knees. At the minute she's putting her arm across the body, those knees will still drive in.
Hurtful knees.
Every time Emma attempted to step in, Dakota met her with straight, accurate shots that forced her back. As the round progressed, Dakota increased the pressure. She cut off the ring and pushed Emma toward the ropes.
You got 1 minute 35 seconds. You're just giving away a count. That's a long time trying to survive that round for. And Dakota's going to walk straight in with that long knee again. Really good line up with the body. He's lining up the centre of the body. There's a strong knee, very good knee.
Right, you can see Emma Bragg desperately trying to shield the midsection, but there's just very little she can do once Ditcheva gets her into the clinch.
A clean jab-cross combination landed, followed by a hard, low kick that slightly off-balanced Emma. Dakota stepped into the clinch and delivered 2 solid knees before separating and continuing her forward attack. Emma tried to respond with a small flurry, but most of the punches were blocked or slipped. Dakota finished the round by landing another strong combination to the body and head, clearly controlling the pace and momentum.
I assume this is 5-2s. I think there's a fault there on the clock, but nevertheless an absolute brilliant storming start to the fight for Dakota. I thought this might be how the round would start. It just depends how.
Round 2. As soon as round 2 began, Dakota went straight to the body. She stepped in aggressively, firing heavy punches into Emma's ribs and mixing them with more low kicks. Emma's movement slowed under the pressure. Dakota closed the distance again, locked into the clinch, and drove a powerful knee into Emma's ribs. The impact was immediate. Emma dropped to the canvas in visible pain and was unable to continue. The referee quickly stepped in and waved off the fight. Dakota Ditcheva won by TKO in the second round via a knee to the ribs.
Every single one that goes into that body. And she's already shut the distance down again already.
Oh, and Emma Bragg is really not comfortable in there at all. She's turned away and she's in real pain, actually. Absolutely right to call it a day there, and it's really sad to see, but clearly it was a shock to the system.
Absolutely brilliant performance by Dakota, showing what she's really made of, and she's stepping up well into the women. You know, it's a big difference now. She's fighting girls last year, she's fighting women now. So this was, I think, her first fight with, well, no, it might be a second fight in the women's division. But what a prospect she's going to be.
Well, absolutely. Well, Emma Bragg has been on the wrong.
After the stoppage, Dakota stood tall in the center of the ring, calm and composed, as the crowd reacted to her dominant performance. There was no wild celebration, only quiet confidence and respect. This early win proved that even at a young age, Dakota had the skills, discipline, and killer instinct of a future star. Looking back now, this fight stands as one of the key moments that showed the world a glimpse of what was coming. Her journey had only begun, but the warning signs were already clear. Dakota Ditcheva was destined for greatness.
Tony Myers calls a halt to the contest. The Ukrainian winner by way of technical knockout. And now, the new ISKA flyweight champion of Great Britain, Dakota Ditcheva. I'll now ask Ducati Manchester, Lynette from Ducati Manchester, the sponsor of this contest, to present the championship belt to your new British flyweight champion, Dakota Ditcheva. And ladies and gentlemen, your runner-up in this contest, Emma Bragg.
Dakota Ditcheva's story is one of quiet beginnings and relentless discipline. Long before the world knew her name, she was already spending countless hours inside small gyms, perfecting her timing, learning the rhythm of Muay Thai, and building the sharp, technical style that would later make her stand out. Those early fights were never about fame or attention. They were about experience, growth, and testing her limits against anyone willing to step in front of her. Muay Thai shaped Dakota into the fighter she is today. It gave her patience, balance, and the deadly ability to stay calm while delivering precise, powerful strikes. Every early bout, every round, and every opponent helped sharpen her skills and mental toughness. These were the foundations of her future success. Now, when you watch Dakota compete on the big stage, you're not just seeing natural talent. You're seeing years of hard work that started in small arenas just like this one. If you want more deep dives into the early careers of rising and legendary fighters, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. The next story is already on its way.
What am I going to do in the next 16 years? What's the best thing I can do? Get ready to meet God.